Okay, doing something a little bit different today. We're actually eating a lunch entree. Well, lunch or dinner. Um, and it's not in the morning. So these are actually for lunch. When I was shopping, I noticed that, well, I already had this one. These I got on sale for $2. It is the Fettuccini Alfredo with broccoli florets and a creamy Alfredo sauce. It's 250 calories and 11 grams of protein. I did not have that memorized before I went to the grocery store. However, I knew roughly what the calorie count was. So when I got to the store and I found this on sale for, well, it wasn't even on sale. It was like, it's Walmart. It's always the same price. Um, I think it was $1.17, maybe $1.18. And I noticed I had 11 grams of protein, went home and compared it. Yeah, same exact thing. And it's 240 calories. So they're essentially pretty much the same nutritional breakdown. There's one difference. This one contains chicken. And as you can see from the picture, it kind of looks like cubed chicken. So I don't know if it's processed or it comes in like a 50-pound loaf or whatever. I'm not expecting to be blown away by the texture of the chicken. We're going to do the smart ones first and the Michelinas. And I have a bonus. You're probably wondering, what are the ice cream cups for? Yes, these are the same things that you find in the buffet for ice cream. My kids, both of them, have agreed to taste test it with me because I don't need 500 calories for lunch. So let's get started with the smart ones. We're almost done with the smart ones. I have one breakfast entree left and one dinner entree. So I think we've got like the eggs and hash browns. And then we have something called the homestyle beef stew. So this is like the second to last of the non-breakfasty smart ones. There's a whole playlist with all of them. By the time you're viewing this and the homestyle beef stew, they will all be up. So I think that there's like 11, maybe 13. I'm not quite sure. Anyway, we're gonna go and get a shot of this, and then we'll be coming right back. So yeah, it doesn't look too bad visually. We're gonna throw this in here, and I'm just gonna nuke it for 4 minutes. So we'll be back in 4 minutes. Okay, now officially time to see what. Oh, that's kind of hot. Yeah, that actually might be done. All right, let's get a shot of that and then stir it up and get another shot of it. Okay, so the kids were both brutally honest in their opinions. It got a 5 out of 10. Um, I think one of them said it's mid, and then the other one was just like it had a hint of Alfredo, which I was like brutal but very fair. Granted, neither of my children have ever been on a diet, and I've been dieting on and off. Gosh, how old was I when I went on my first diet? That would make a great Facebook question for all of the women who are my age. I've actually heard stories of women being put on diets when they were as young as 8, which I think is pretty horrifying. I think I was maybe 16 when I went on my first diet. I did not need to be on a diet, and it was through my own choice. Um, so I've eaten lots of diet food, which means my expectation of how diet food is going to taste has gone way down. Texture is not bad. The pasta tastes a little soft, and I'm a person that likes their pasta pretty soft. The broccoli still has some crunch. I didn't give them any broccoli. They don't like broccoli. I didn't like broccoli until I was in my late 20s. So, yeah, pasta's a little soft. The broccoli's good. The sauce, just like they said, it's mid. It's not exciting. I would give it like maybe a 6 out of 10. This one might be improved with the addition of chicken too. Maybe. So I don't know that I'll buy this one again. I'll definitely be buying the 3 cheese ziti again, which is the one I added chicken to. This one, maybe. If you really like fettuccine alfredo, this one would definitely be helped by adding some of that frozen grilled chicken that comes pre-sliced in bags. I get mine from Aldi because it's cheap, but you can pretty much get it everywhere. So I'll eat this later. We're going to try the other one. But yeah, I would say like a 6 or 7 out of 10. To be honest, I am not a huge fan of fettuccine alfredo anyway. I tended to like tomato sauces. But all right, so they were fair, so I'm endeavoring to be fair. I'm going to call this one a 7 out of 10. I'm going to eat it later, but let's nuke the Michelinas first. So this is the one that has roughly the same nutritional profile. It's 240 calories instead of 250, but it has 11 grams of protein too. Oh yeah, it's got that like very processed chicken look. Absolutely. We're gonna have to get a shot of this, but you can like see it when you open the package. But in all honesty, I do not expect a lot from any entree that costs $1.18 or whatever it was. I'll put a picture with a screenshot of the price right up here. Not the greatest of screenshots, so I checked my receipt. It was in fact $1.18. All right, and I forgot to check and see how long you have to microwave these. I have to spill it all over the floor. I'll check. It's still frozen. 3 minutes and then an additional 1 minute. Okay. Guess we'll be back in about 3 minutes. Ooh, that's actually pretty hot. All right. Okay, let's get a shot of that. Okay, so that was interesting. My children were brutally honest with this one too. As you probably saw in the stills, the portion is smaller. In fact, Michelina's has 227 grams of product versus 262 grams of product. So the Smart Ones weighs 9.25 ounces. The Michelina's weighs 8 ounces. So you get less, but you also get more chicken because the Smart Ones contains none. And you get a little bit of chicken. I expected the chicken to taste processed, the way it looks in the pictures. I haven't tasted it yet. But they both said that it tasted fine. One of them said tastes like frozen chicken. And interestingly enough, they said pasta sauce soft, but the sauce was better and the flavor was better. And both of them agreed it was a 7 out of 10. So interestingly enough, the cheaper, I hesitate to call this one broccoli Alfredo. In fact, I think that's why they chose to call it Fettuccine Alfredo with chicken and broccoli. Broccoli being the last ingredient. Because as you can see, there's almost no broccoli in it. But the taste, according to them, was better. So they tend to be correct about this sort of thing. So now I'm going to taste it. I'm going to taste the chicken first. They said it was fine. It looks like processed chicken. It's very square like. So I can tell that this chicken has been treated in some way, like it's been compressed or something. It doesn't taste minced at all. It has almost like a bouncy texture, but it's not foamy at all, like that super, super processed chicken. So the chicken's not bad at all. All right, let's give the noodles a try. Okay, they're right. The Michelinas is better. Let me see if I can find it. Oh, and the broccoli is all like stem pieces as well. So don't look to be getting your vegetables from this one. The smart ones actually contain visible, discernible vegetables, but the taste is not as good. The Michelinas has like little green flecks, but it tastes better. In fact, this is one of those entrees where honestly, I could probably eat this without even hot sauce on it. I don't think it even needs Parmesan. It's better. I can't remember what I gave the smart ones. I think I did say something like, I don't think I would buy it again. I would eat it if that was what they had on offer. It's kind of like I look at frozen entrees. Like if I was if I was at a hotel and it was way too late to go out and get something to eat, and the front desk had some of this on hand, I would eat something and then go to bed. Like this. That I wouldn't normally like purchase at a store for daily consumption. However, all that said, I think I would actually get this in a hot minute at a hotel. And for 240 calories, it's not bad. So anyway, I'm gonna go eat both of these, but I think it's safe to say this is better. And now I can't remember what I gave. I think I gave the smart ones like a 6 or maybe a 7. So it's like definitely a step up from that. I would actually not hesitate to give this an 8 out of 10. And honestly, I would buy it again. I would totally buy it again. And leave it in like a work freezer with the understanding that like, if I get busy, it's there. If they're serving something in the school cafeteria that I really just don't want, it's there. And if somebody steals it, I won't care because it was only like $1.18. And that's about it. Click like and subscribe. Come on. Or not. Click like and subscribe if you want to help out. But even if you don't, I hope you have a fantastic day. And here's a side by side of what both of the entrees look like. I got this accidentally as I was plating them both up together to eat for lunch. You can see the one on the right side, the smart ones, definitely has more broccoli. But in my opinion, the one on the left, the Michelinas, actually tasted better.